Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video. So, Bojack is going to be coming to Global Dokkan very soon. Now, Bojack is a really good unit, so I figured I did want to sort of just do a video highlighting some of Bojack's strengths, and I think Bojack's performance here in the God event is a good example to show one reason why Bojack is so good, right? Because if you're a global player wondering about, like, oh, should I summon for Bojack or Tech Janemba or AJL PyCon or, you know, some random, like global first or some unit that doesn't exist yet on JP, right? That's not out yet on JP. That'll come to global before global's anniversary, right? I do think how well they'll perform in the God event should be a big thing to keep in mind, right? Because most of these events in the game, like, oh, this unit is so good for the Legendary Goku event. Yeah, but there's 60 other units that could do exactly what that unit can do in that event, right? So you want to definitely target characters, I'm thinking, for, like, stages you can't beat, right? Bojack is going to be very good in at least 2 of the stages in the God event against the Universe 3 God of Destruction and the Universe 9 God of Destruction. Now, I would say there's 3 stages in particular here in the God of Destruction event that are really troublesome. The first one is this one that we're doing right now against the Universe 3 God of Destruction, because he has an AoE super attack, which is devastating, right? We're going to fight him. The Universe 7 God, of course, Beerus, is really powerful. Beerus is in and then becomes STR. And then the third of the super troublesome God of Destructions is the Universe 11 God of Destruction, the Clown God of Destruction, Vermoth or Bamoth or whatever. He is also troublesome, very troublesome. So you want to be very careful when fighting him, because, I mean, that dude, he could double super, he blocks your rotations, he seals, he lowers defense, he's so ridiculous. Wow, we got the absolute worst possible, like, outcome here, literally. My Bojack in slot 7, this is actually such a nightmare that I'm actually just gonna reset. Like, this is not, this is not what I'm looking for, right? You only get 3 attempts per day at these, so I'm not gonna reset, hopping right back in. But eventually, I probably do want to try and get the Bojacks on one rotation at the same time. But also, okay. Okay, well, all I've got is this Bojack right here. That's fine. In this event, right? One thing that is very important. While I'm recording, that's okay. That's the first time I said, like, that literally just, that's the first time those have popped up. Yeah, those always pop up. One thing that's stupid is they wait to do those until, like, the anniversaries and major celebrations are done. But that's how you know that, like, all the content is done for the celebration. But, like, I don't, like, I think it's stupid the way they do that. All right, this is a little bit better. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep Bojack and Turles chilling right here for now. All right, so this friend Bojack, 170k defense. Okay, there's many things to talk about Bojack. Number 1, Bojack is very good, like, defensively himself. He raises defense on super attack as well. So that's going to allow Bojack to be even better after he super attacks defensively, right? Now, this stage can be a little bit troublesome with that, because Moscow, with that first attack, could super attack and hit all 3 of us. So that'll hit before Bojack can raise his defense. We'll go ahead and do this. So that way we'll see what Bojack defensively is going to look like after he super attacks, at least against those normal attacks right there. The TUR Turles is not really going to get an effect either way. By the way, keep in mind that TUR Turles and Bojack do link fine together. Big Bad Bosses, Fierce Battle, and Thirst for Conquest. I mean, Big Bad Bosses and Thirst for Conquest just together is 40% attack and defense, right? So Turles and Bojack units do link up fine. I am going to do that because I suspect we'll take a lot of damage here. So B-Pan should be able to heal us up a little bit. Okay, that's very good that Moscow did not super attack right away. So now Bojack can get his defensive increase before he gets attacked. Again, that's why Moscow could be very tricky. Because, again, this is a common theme I'm always talking about is, like, slot 1 defensive units versus, like, slot 2 defensive units and stuff like that. Bojack is, like, more so a slot 2 defensive unit. So here we go. Turles gets hit for 140k. Bojack takes 111. B-Pan takes 159. B-Pan didn't have her damage reduction active. Thanks, B-Pan. I appreciate that. Now, Bojack, like, again, there's so many units that will, like, increase their defense on, like, a super attack, or they stack, or they get guard on super attack or something, right? You see a lot of units that do those types of things. That's why it's very important to like stack up on as many characters as you can of characters that are good in like slot 1. Like their defense is not really affected by being in slot 2 or slot 3 and stuff like that. So like AGL UI Goku is so good, SCR UI Goku is so good, stuff like that. Because slot 1, you know, they've got their dodge chance anyway. Okay, we could use Fruit Treatment with Turles. That's good. Now, Moscow, right, will get that super attack. If he supers in slot 1, that's hitting all of your characters before they can even attack and build up defense or anything like that. That can be an issue for Bojack, but luckily with Bojack's category, the Space Traveling Warrior team, all these characters here are on Space Traveling Warriors, right? We actually ended up with God Topo in slot 7, which is very helpful because God Topo, with his damage reduction active, is great in here, right? He's going to be giving support. He's got the damage reduction. He's got high defense. God Topo will be fantastic in here, right? So, like, okay, this is also good because next turn, actually, I'm going to float off my Bojack right here. Yeah, it seems odd, but I think that's the move right here. So we're not really going to get... What is Turles at? Oh, 344k defense. Okay. My Bojack is at 300. Okay. Keep in mind the Icarus item did activate. Icarus right now is currently glitched on JP. It's actually, it activates twice. Like, the Dokkan did not mean to do that. They just have messed up, and they still, weeks later, have not fixed this, which is just very odd. But, right now, it currently is, it activates twice, so it's a 20% attack and defensive buff. Alright, so, I guess we'll just put... dude, he's still at 200. I guess we'll just put a hit in slot 1 right there. The good news is that Bojack is going to be able to heal a lot. Like, check this out, right? So Bojack has 300k defense. I'm just going to go ahead and do that. And then we heal up a huge 100k, basically. So good. But Space Traveling Warriors is a really powerful team, right? Like this, the point, like I've used this team, like I've shown off how good Turles is in the God event. I've shown off First Form Frieza in the God event. I typically am using the Bojack team. I just wanted to make a video also highlighting Bojack himself and how powerful he is. And remember how he keeps this team functioning at full power because Bojack, his support type ability is Space Traveling Warrior category 2 key and 30% attack and defense when facing one enemy. Then he gets another 10% attack and defense with every extra enemy. Okay, so we're taking a lot of damage right here. Only 6, wow. Bojack only took 67k. That's before he super attacked. That's pretty good. It's not bad. Bojack is fairly good here. I'm liking what we're seeing from him. All right, it's very important. I'm going to keep this Bojack on rotation. I'm actually going to heal here as well, just to make sure we don't die. Because we're going to get the two Bojacks next to each other, and I'm going to go ahead and transform with our Bojack. And we'll be able to see, you know, sort of the amount of damage he's going to do. But again, Space Traveling Warriors, you have, like, cooler, like LR Full Power Frieza, Prime Battle Frieza. You know, we have the 50% support hit on here. Even B-Pan and God Topo are super class units, but amazing. STR Space Traveling Warriors is, like, it's so crazy. Like, me and Gresh have, like, laughed and talked about it. It's like, all right, LR Final Form Cooler, what do we want him to be? And we're both like, STR. And they can just make him STR to do it. Like, a huge, monstrous addition to it. Like, STR does not need it. Extreme STR. I think Extreme STR is by far and away the best villain typing. Because, like, LR Turles is probably the best villain in the game. So, of course, right, it's the best. I think I'll... I think I'm going to push B-Pan off rotation with the other Bojacks, and then we'll use her active skill over there as well. Can I get full 24 key? I can't, unfortunately. Alright, I do want to be careful on this turn. I actually might... No, we are at full health. But Turles is only at 100. I'm going to use... And then next turn we'll have TUR. Yeah, I'm going to use a Princess Take right here just for the damage reduction. I just don't really... I'm not really interested in taking all the hits and stuff like that from Moscow. If Moscow doesn't super attack, though, that was a complete waste, but... Again, I'm not really trying to win here. This is more so, showing Bojack's effectiveness in this mode, right? Now, I probably would recommend, if you're just trying to beat these stages, I think utilizing... Is it lagging? No, it seems fine. Okay. I would definitely say... like, prioritizing Bojack as a support type unit is probably the best way to utilize him in a lot of these difficult events. When you transform, like, yeah, he could do really good damage. He can be super impressive and stuff like that, no doubt about that. But I think that support ability of his it's just so powerful when you're running a full Space Traveling Warrior team. You've got multiple of these guys running around, and then Bojack himself just does not take damage. It makes the team just function so well and be so powerful overall. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and transform with my Bojack right here. I guess lately what I've been doing is I've been you know, actually like playing some of these audios. So sure, we'll play this real quick. Alright, so now we have our boy Bojack with his transformation done. So now, I mean, his stats, yeah, 300k defense is very good. We're going to be able to get him the 6 orbs that we need. So, I mean, he's going to hit ultra hard right here. Keep in mind that after Bojack transforms, he's not getting any additional, no, he is. Yeah, okay, so some of his defensive buffs, I think, are going to activate when he attacks. Okay. Because he gets attack and defense per orb, and looks like some of that defense does kick in when he actually does attack. So, but then running a rotation of both Bojacks, both of them would want to be slot 2. Alright, so 6.26 is really good right there. Keep in mind, Bojack does have a 30% chance to additional super attack, and he is stacking attack, right, as well. We got the hidden potential system additional also, but it's just a normal. And then this Bojack will be able to do this. Keep in mind that Bojack, none of his links change when he transforms. So running the transformed version and the non-transformed together, you are going to get maximum effectiveness with this with all of their links. Heraclan, Galactic Warrior, Big Bad Bosses, Thirst for Conquest, Coward, Revival, and Fierce Battle. Some of these are crazy too, like Galactic Warrior and Big Bad Bosses. Between those 2 links, that's 2 key and 45% attack and defense between Galactic Warriors and Big Bad Bosses alone. Like, that is just so much power that you're getting for, like, nothing. It's actually pretty insane how good a lot of these Bojack links have become, right? Okay, so we're not going to have to use any items or anything like that in this turn. I actually should not have had LR Turles go full in, because I kind of did want to see B-Pan pop her active skill next turn for Turles, or for Bojack, and it looks like we're probably going to finish Moscow up right here. Now, obviously, my team is ridiculous, right? I'm using, like, Rainbow level 10 links LR Turles and his TUR, and then we got, you know, we got Bojack, and we got, like, a lot of, like, crazy power here. But, I mean, you guys see, like, even, like, B-Pan on here, God Topo, those are relatively easy units to obtain, and they're really holding their own. They're performing quite well in here, too, right? Obviously, 50% support hit is also another, that's a very difficult character to obtain as well, I would say. Probably even more so than, like, LR Turles and Bojack and shit, right? Because that 50% hit is just literally, he's been on, like, 5 banners ever. It's so stupid. Okay, so, oh, wow, we can get all of our buffs. So, yeah, 290k defense right there. And then notice how it does not change. So, Bojack does indeed get, because he gets, what? 30% attack and 15% defense with 3 orbs. And then he gets another 30% attack and 15% defense with 6 orbs. So basically every 3 orbs is giving Bojack another 30% attack and 15% defense. So with that, he's able to get some increased numbers. All right, and there we get up to 7.97 million for our boy Bojack. Pretty good, pretty good. Doing a lot of damage, and he does finish them off. So I would say this, again, is one of the 3 trickiest fights in the God event. This one against Moscow, who AoE supers, and having Bojack running the Bojack team, I think will give people a really good shot at beating this stage. And, like, I used LR Turles, but, you know, you could put Cooler and First Form Frieza on there instead of, like, the 2 Turleses. There is a lot of different builds that can work, right? Even, like, LR Full Power Frieza, if you might have him. Space Traveling Warriors is really good. And, again, I didn't even bring, like, Tech Khalifa. Like, if you know, Tech Khalifa has a 100% chance to dodge against all the gods. So you can go ahead and toss her on there, and she will never be able to take damage. So you have many opportunities to destroy this event with Bojack, with a lot of different builds that can work. So let me know what you guys think of Bojack here in the God event. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.